you guys saw that correctly, the piston door is fully functional now, and it sounds amazing. In case you know what this is, it's my intro song in Minecraft Noteblocks, and it sounds awesome. And it lasts almost the exact amount of time it takes to open and close this door. But what happened was this observer broke, is what happened. So when it broke originally, I think Splash has told me when she was trying to fix it, because a bunch of people tried to fix it for a couple hours before I logged on. So I think she said she placed this one in the wrong direction, which is fine. I mean, she didn't know how it was supposed to be. So it took 10 attempts to fix it because this observer was in the wrong direction. But let's head to the into our industrial district real quick. And what we want to do in the industrial district is fix this behemoth right here. So you might be able to tell that the entire blast sequence and log moving contraption thingy is gone, and that is because I have made a fix in creative for this. So let's head into a creative world to see what I'm talking about. So this is what I've come up with, and it works pretty well. It gets about 9,000 or 8,500-ish logs of spruce in an hour, give or take a bit. But this is the exact same setup as the other tree farm. The only difference is I moved this over so it's a little more compact than jetting out this way. I mean, it makes it a little easier to do the activation part of it. But it's the exact same thing. The only difference I did was change this repeater from 3 ticks to 4 ticks so that it allows for breaking the top one a little more easily. And then the activation is basically the exact same thing, except instead of pushing this piston directly, I'm using the piston to do an instant wire. So it just pushes the redstone block into here, which automatically turns that on permanently until it's turned off. And the activation switch is directly connected to the lever that turns the bone meal on. And it's just whenever the observer is moved into a position, it'll say, hey, turn on, or hey, turn off. And then it activates this. And then over here is the thing that I changed. So obviously you can tell that everything is gone from the old one. And this is on the 12th block of this piston push limit. And when it gets here, the bottom one, since there will always be a bottom log, whenever a bottom log comes in, it's like, hey, push all of it out. So, and then this is saying when these pistons push this line up, observer to activate the observer in front of it and below it, so it always does 2. And then once that observer goes up, it'll turn on this redstone, and then another observer, and it pushes the pistons. It pushes the concrete line rows back down, which tells the pistons to pull back. Sticky pistons. So let's give this a quick test run, and I'll do it with jungle trees, because they are more complicated because of how tall they are. So let's see this work real quick. Yep. So that's the top one. There's the bottom one, and you can tell with this top one that it gets up to where it should. So if you just activate this a couple of times, so you can see it working over there. So, yep. So we lose a couple of logs from the explosion because it lands on top of itself, but it's really not that many in comparison. So I think let's head back into the onto the server to make this whole thing. And I think it'll go really well. I hope this works on a server. So let's hop into a time lapse. And here is the full thing working. And right now I'm using Tweakaroo to show off where I am. Have a free camera basically. And I'm using jungle logs at the moment, jungle saplings, as you can see at the bottom there, my hotbar. And it is working flawlessly, all the way up and down. I had to change this repeater from 1 tick to 4 because of server latency. So it works fine at the moment. The only thing I need to worry about is with acacia logs, because this piston right there accounted for the acacia logs because of how they grow and stuff. So I have to figure out a way to push the logs with only 2 wide. So I might end up using this again to push them there, which might not be a bad idea. I didn't even think about that until just now, so I might test that, see how that goes in creative. But for now, this thing works flawlessly for jungle, oak, spruce, and birch. Just like the other one, but in the big one. So that means that one can be taken down now. Now that this is done, I do want to work on another project that requires a lot of redstone. And what that project is a tunnel borer machine that Ilmango designed. And I'm going to put it here, so I've already outlined where it needs to go. So this is the outline, this is how wide I want it to be. I could make it a lot longer, but, you know, lag is a thing, and chunk loading is a thing. So we're going to leave it like this, and unfortunately it's going to run right through a ravine, which is not ideal, but there is literally nothing else, no oceans or anything like that around it. So I think with this, we will, just hop into a time lapse and build it. And as we will see, after about 1 hour of tunnel boring, this whole thing's about 2 hours, but that hour clip you saw of it actually running, we got 59 diamond ore, 6 diamonds from, them exploding, couple of stacks of coal, and a whole bunch of redstone. I didn't really look for lapis, I just happened to pick these 12 up, so I just kept them. But yeah, so this is 1 hour, the second hour, and the first hour that I didn't record, we got almost the same amount, pretty much. We got over a stack and a half of diamond ore, a whole bunch of redstone, and a whole bunch of coal. So I'd say that we did pretty well in the 2 hours. It would have been a lot faster, but as you could tell in the replay, I had to go around and spawn proof with the torches and kill mobs. But with that, I think we should go look at the shopping district because it's been a hot minute since we've been over there. Actually, before we go, let's break all these diamonds and see what we get. And from that, we got 3.5 stacks of diamonds in 2 hours. I would say that's pretty darn good. So now let's head to the shopping district and see how many diamonds we got from our shops. With our first stop here at Z-Mart, Sea Lantern, Prismarine, Oak, Oak again, Gravel, Sea Lanterns, Jungle, Sand. Nice. Solid 29 diamonds. Let's quickly check the villager trading shop. There's probably... I'm surprised no one... I don't wonder if people even know there's books in there. Or emeralds. Oh well. Let's check the dye shop. So far, nothing. Nothing. Not a single one. There's probably nothing in here. But, oh, we got 2 diamonds from the slime shop. Nice. We can't forget about the boom boom balloon. Let's see. Nothing. And see if there's anything in here. Whoops. And, alright, nothing. Alex at least took his diamonds, thank God. Finally. And we need to check the Mountain Head build permit. Nothing. Well, we got 31 diamonds. We'll have to split this up with the other members of Fabigeg. But I think with that, that will be the end of the episode. We got a lot done. And hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. And have a beautiful day. See you next time.